Now, if you're starting out calisthenics, you're probably very excited to achieve impressive skills and a crazy level of strength. However, if you don't know where to start or the right exercises that you should be doing to achieve your goals as soon as possible, then you'll find yourself stuck and it will take you very long to see any progress in calisthenics. This is why I picked the 10 best exercises that you should start doing right now if you want to progress 10 times faster in calisthenics and see results instantly. Also, in the end of the video, I'm going to share with you the workout that you can start doing at home with the exact number of reps, sets, and all the exercises set out in order, which you can start doing right now. So stick around to the end. Anyway, enough talking, let's get started. Now, what is the first exercise? Well, guess what? It's the push-ups. Now, I know this one is very obvious and you probably know it, but it's the foundation of your pushing strength. It's that skill you start learning to see progress in your strength, your physique, and even your skills. But it is also the foundation of the best skills you can learn in calisthenics, like the one-arm push-ups, the handstand push-ups. But in order to achieve these skills, you're gonna have to master this exercise. However, none of the things I've mentioned are gonna even matter if you're not doing it in the proper form. So when you're on the ground, what you wanna do is put your hands, it's obviously gonna be shoulder level, and when you go down, you're gonna push the ground away from your chest, from your body. When you go down, you don't want to flare your elbows out. You gotta keep your elbows tight to your body, right? So almost at a 45-degree angle, or 45-degree angle. And push. Also, you're gonna notice when I'm pushing, I'm not pushing straight up. I'm pushing at a slight angle backward. This is the proper form. If you want to really progress and master this exercise, you should be doing the correct form. Now, let's move on to our next exercise. Now, the second exercise is the frog stand. Now, this is the most important exercise if you want to learn the foundation of balancing on your hands. To balance your whole body weight on your hands, you need to master the skill. I mean, if it rings a bell, the handstand. If you want to achieve the handstand, you need to be doing the skill as often as you can. Once you master the frog stand, you're gonna get much closer to the handstand. It was the first exercise I started learning before getting into the handstand. Put your knees almost on your elbows or triceps and just lean forward until you can get your feet off the ground. Also, if you want to learn the handstand, I have a lot of videos on my channel, so check them out. Alright, moving on to our third exercise, and this is the planche lean. Now, this exercise is crucial if you want to build an insane amount of strength in your shoulders, arms, and core. It's also the exercise that's going to build the straight arm strength, which you're going to need a lot in your planche journey and your handstand journey as well. But I'm telling you, the strength you're gonna get out of this exercise is just insane. Okay, so you're flexing the core, pushing away from the ground, elbows locked, and now we push forward. Of course, you wanna aim to bring your hands on your waist level. The further you go forward, the harder it's gonna be. And you obviously wanna be progressing in this exercise. Go far enough where you can hold it for 10 seconds. Now, the fourth exercise you should be doing is the tucked sit or the tucked L sit. If you're aiming to build a solid core and also a solid straight arm strength, this is the exercise. It's going to increase your strength by a lot. I mean, after all, you're carrying your whole body weight up, so what do you expect? Sit down, place your arms on the ground, push up. The goal is to get your feet off the ground. Okay, the more you tuck, the easier it gets, and the L sit is what you're looking for in the future. For the fifth exercise, we're doing the Australian pull-ups. Now, this is without a doubt going to increase your pulling strength, and since you're a beginner, the pull-ups might be difficult. This is the first progression to start working on your pulling strength. Now, you're gonna need a low surface. So this is a low bar right here, but it's not low enough. As you can see, it's not ideal, right? Well, unless you're a beginner, this is great. You can start here. But if not, guess what? You have it in your house. You can use a table or a low surface just to pull yourself up. The point is, you need any surface to hold up, to hang from, and pull yourself up.
Alright, for the 7th exercise on our list, we got the squats. Now you see, we don't want to neglect the legs. Squats is actually great for your lower body strength. It builds your hamstrings, your quads, your calves, and your glutes. And it also increases the mobility and flexibility in your lower body, which includes your hips, your hamstrings, your ankles, and also your lower back. And this can be the foundation to your strength in your lower body, which will lead you to other progressions like the squat jumps, the pistol squat, and more. It's important to do the full range of motion because most of us, when we squat, we don't always go down. But what you want to try to do is go fully down, almost to the point where your glutes touch the ground. This is when you build the real strength in your lower body. So start doing them.
We have our 6th exercise, which you should be doing when starting out, and that is dead hanging. You see, not only does it increase the strength in your grip and your shoulders, but it also reduces injuries since it's strengthening your shoulders. And a great thing that it also does is it gives you a better posture because it decompresses your spine, letting gravity pull your body in a straight line. And as usual, if you don't have a park or any bar you can hang from, you can look around in your house, because guess what? You can hang from the door. This is very important, especially when you want to progress to the bar, which means the pull-ups, the levers, or whatever it is. You need a bar, so start hanging from the bar.
Alright, now for this exercise, I want you guys to focus with me. This is a very important exercise, and the reason is most of the exercise, or the most common ones that we usually do, include our anterior muscles, right? Which is our chest, our delts, our front delts. So when we're doing, let's say, the push-ups or the plank, this builds a lot of strength in our anterior muscles. And when these muscles tighten up, you might end up with this posture and you will get this hunchback. But this is when our 8th exercise, which is the reverse plank, comes in. The reverse plank builds a lot of strength in our posterior part of our body, in the posterior muscles, which is your hamstrings, your lower back, your upper back, your rear delts, and it's very important to balance out the strength in your anterior and posterior muscles, especially when you want to be a complete athlete. If you find the reverse plank a bit difficult, you can do the tabletop, and this will also work your glutes a lot. And of course, this will lead to a greater range of motion and flexibilities. Now for the 9th exercise, and this is a great way to increase your athleticism, and this is sprinting. Sprinting, obviously it improves your endurance, your stamina, and your heart health. What it also does is increases your strength in your lower body, your core, and in your joints as well. Not just lower body, it's also the upper body, because when you're running, your arms are literally at a flexed position and you're swaying back and forth, and you're doing this at your maximum intensity. So yes, it's good for toning your muscles. There are countless of benefits like increasing your bone density, your growth hormone, but most importantly, it improves your athleticism. And this brings me to the final exercise, and I would say it's not just an exercise, it's a combination of different exercises. And this is the freestyle. And not only does freestyling look cool and makes you look more of a calisthenics athlete, you're combining more than one exercise, which means you're working multiple muscle groups at once. You're putting a lot of tension on your muscles in a short period of time, and this is great for your central nervous system because it creates new stimulus, especially that you're combining different exercises at the same time, which also leads to increasing your coordination and your athleticism as well. It doesn't have to be very complicated, or you don't have to be doing fancy exercises. It can literally be a combination of just 2 exercises, like the push-ups and the squats. And also you can add a 3rd exercise there. And here you're also increasing your endurance at the same time. Most importantly, it's creating this increased level of strength, especially muscle mass, because you're putting your muscles under tension for a long time. Just combine 2 or 3 exercises together, and there you are. You're just freestyling, looking like a beast. Because eventually you'd want to be doing more advanced freestyles, and you gotta start somewhere, so this is my best tip. Alright, so before ending this video, as I promised you in the beginning, I will share with you the workout that you should guys start doing right now, especially if you're a beginner. So I'm gonna just display them here on the screen. Now if you made it till here, I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this helped you, especially if you're starting out in calisthenics. You can check out my channel. I have a lot of videos that will help you, especially if you're a beginner. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.